Hi, welcome to Inspiration Daily for January 29th, 2022. I'm your host, Gina Greenlee of GinaGreenlee.com. Hey, so I live in South Florida, but I'm dressed like this because it's been cold in South Florida. In other parts of the United States, it's been snowing like crazy, and there's been cray cray cold up north where I used to live, but I don't anymore. Yay. However, when it's cray cray cold in the northern part of the United States, in this particular part of the Sun Belt, it gets our version of cray cray cold, which for Florida, when I'm used to temperatures far north of 80 into the triple digits, 40 something degrees is freezing, even though technically it's not freezing. So this is what people who live in South Florida look like when we go out. We can always tell who the snowbirds are, i.e., the tourists who come down for season, because they're running around half naked at the beach, wearing shorts, halter tops, thongs, and whatnot. So, this temperature has inspired me to share, we call it a hack, but whatever, a tip from my travel days when it's about 20 years ago. I went hiking in Nepal in the Nepalese Himalayas. And here's a trick I learned from one of my Sherpas at one of the lodges where I stayed because we didn't have electricity in the lodges. So the water for the showers was heated with solar power during the day and heated in quotes. The at night, it's like flashlights and maybe I think there was like a kerosene lamp or something, for some kind of lighting. And then, or a light if I brought like a book light. And then to stay warm, they would put hot water bottles in our cots while we were really after dinner. We sit around the fire, have popcorn, and drink Roxy, which is Nepalese rice wine and is very good. So here's my version of the hot water bottle. I don't like to sleep with hot water bottles because, hot water bottles can leak. But anyway, I like this version and it's you could take well, this is a sock. This is a sock and I only have one. So this is, when you can only find one sock and it's a wool thing like this, it's very useful. So I filled this sock with white rice because I don't eat white rice. I eat brown rice. And I got this at the Dollar Tree. Okay. And then I you can take a funnel or you can just whatever, just so you don't get rice all over the place. And you can pour the rice in the sock. Okay, and I have some in there. Then what I do, so this cold, so today's inspiration is cray cray cold weather in South Florida. Um, I tie a knot in the sock and then I actually kind of spread it out, the rice out. Then I put it in the microwave for 6 minutes, but not 6 minutes all at once. You got to turn it. So I do 6 minutes in 2 minute segments. So 2 minutes, then I open it up and I, move it around. Just like if you were cooking soup or something that you wanted to consume, you want to spread the heat around and then I spread the rice around and then I cook it another 2 minutes. I heat it and then I cook it for a third time for 2 minutes. And then it is toasty warm. And I put this sucker underneath my covers and I'm telling you, I'm just like a little chestnut the whole night. You wake up in the middle of the night because you got to go to the bathroom. This thing, you're nice and warm. So in Florida, heat means, I'm not talking about people who live in mansions and have fireplaces and, whatever. You can't, if you turn on the heat, we're not really set up for heat down here. So the system will crank up your bill to like over $100. I learned that the hard way my first couple of years down here. So to get heat in your apartment, you turn off the air conditioning. That's what heat is. When it gets this cold, um, you got to do something like this. Or you could get a space heater. I had a space heater for a number of years, but it gave out because I had it cranked up all the time. So I just decided to go with this. And this is great. So when I'm not in bed, I can wear all these clothes and I can wear my hat, my scarf. I have on a few layers. Um, and it's 62 degrees now, and you might be laughing if you're up north, but the thing is, this is like 30 degrees south of what my body has gotten used to over the last 14 years. And 62 degrees in the sun works, but it's nighttime now. So anyway, that's my today's inspiration. It's this cray cray cold snap we're having down here in South Florida, and it's inspired me to dip back into my Nepalese hiking from lodge to lodge days and heat up my rice bag, which is what I'm gonna do in a couple hours so I can go to sleep and not freeze. Bye. Thanks for joining me.